Hello there! Welcome back to another episode of We Are the Senate, a Clone Wars breakdown where we'll watch and discuss a new Clone Wars episode every week. This week we'll be watching Clone Wars Season 3, Episode 2, ARC Troopers, and we hope you enjoy the show as much as we do. Thanks for tuning in, and this is where the fun begins! For those of you who haven't seen this Clone Wars episode in a while, we have a synopsis for you. The Republic learns of an impending separatist attack on Kamino. Rex, Cody, Fives, and Echo lead the clones in a desperate defense of their home planet. Yes, so the separatists are trying to attack Kamino. Luckily, the Republic intercepted the transmission, so they have a little bit of a head start to get prepared. So our two favorite clones, Fives and Echo, they're back on Kamino, and guess who they're about to see again?
Look around, Fives. Feels like yesterday we were here.
Such a
Heading to time.
I know!
Remember that?
It's been a while
Alright,
since
yeah.
this episode and the previous one, but they're still
Hey,
the same
how you
story.
doing? Huh, Echo, Fives. You actually remember us.
Aww.
Oh, I remember all my brothers.
99 is really
Heavy
the
hit?
best.
Was he? There was an incident.
Oh my
on
gosh,
Rishi
Fives
outpost.
has
He saved our lives,
heavy
but he
stuff.
gave up his own. Oh, I see. Heavy gave you his medal. So, why have you returned to Kamino? The generals received word of an impending attack here. Well, how can I help?
Aww. Such a hero. 99 gets his epic music too. It is really sad though, especially since this story arc is back to back, even though there's a significant amount of time between the two episodes. Like, Heavy died on the Rishi moon, and he promised 99, or kind of promised 99 that he'd like come back and get his medal back. It is just, it's really sad, because the one thing Clone Wars does, or one of the things Clone Wars does really well, is humanize the clones. And it's sad when like a clone you know and you love dies. Clone Wars really makes them feel like more than just soldiers, and they continue to do that throughout Clone Wars to more intense degrees, especially story arcs like Umbara. But it's not all a happy reunion in this episode. So while Grievous was distracting them with an attack on the blockade around Kamino, Asajj Ventress was planning her own little sneak attack. So, well, things aren't looking too good. Oh no. And this is a very scary moment for the Republic, because this is where they make all their clone troopers. So if Kamino goes down, they have no backup plan. I actually really like the droids in here. The Aqua droids, yeah, they're just cool. I wish they would kind of use them. Well, they come back on Long Call. They do. What I really love about Clone Wars is how dynamic the battles are. Yeah. It really feels like something's happening. Like the opposing fire, it's really awesome. And how you look at your brother get shot in the face. Yeah. Hi, Grievous. Yeah, so we're having an interesting little team up. Grievous and Asajj Ventress. I can't remember if I don't think they've met before. Well, they may have met before. I don't think so. Comment down below if they ever have. Is this the first time in Clone Wars that they're working together? But it's an interesting little pair. And obviously they have conflicting missions, different assignments from the big man, Count Dooku. But let's say they also have varying degrees of brutality, as you will see in our next clip. But they're advancing, which is not good for Kamino, not good for the clones, not good for the Republic. I feel like this episode is just a mashup. Oh, he's so brave! All these different people. It is. Oh dear. This set is especially brutal for several reasons. How is this a kid's show? It's like he's literally getting choked on screen and then impaled, and then she kisses him.
Count Dooku may have taught you how to swing a lightsaber, General, but that hardly makes you my equal.
And yet, I am
Ventress
the general
definitely,
in
she
charge of
wants
this
to be the
assault.
best.
Remember,
You see that
assassin,
in
you
her
are to
character.
recover the clone DNA.
Why not just destroy it?
Because the DNA
I
can
also
unlock
love
new
her theme.
possibilities for us.
Keep playing with your droids. I'll handle breaking into the DNA room.
Shall I provide you with a droid escort?
Whoa. She's a droid.
There's nothing you have that I could want.
Yeah, I feel like Ventress sometimes uses her, I don't know, seduction to her advantage. She's definitely an interesting character, which throughout Clone Wars you see her, she constantly wants to win the approval of Count Dooku. She wants him to realize that does that end well? The best.
No.
Not really. If you know Clone Wars, it doesn't really end well. But it's interesting because we've got Ventress, who's probably if you take out Count Dooku and Sidious, Ventress is probably the most prominent dark side force user in the war right now. Probably. And Grievous obviously doesn't have the force, but he's the big bad general. And spinning lightsabers. Which it is interesting to think about Grievous. He used to be flesh and blood, you know? And now he's metal. Which I don't know what that does for him. I mean, it kind of makes him easy to kill, especially in Revenge of the Sith. But it's an interesting dynamic. It certainly is. But Asajj Ventress, as is explained in the clip, is supposed to get the clone DNA. Because, I mean, with clone DNA, you could do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you really could. And so, luckily, Anakin is going to stop her. And Grievous may have an old friend come to meet him, if you catch my drift.
See, I like this fight, but there's definitely choppiness, but at least it feels good.
The bros!
No.
But they give way, the lightsaber fights get more dynamic, even if they are kind of choppy. But that was claw to the face. He should have been bleeding, but yeah. This is still a kid's show somehow.
Kenobi, Kamino
That is very menacing, the lightsabers above his head.
Yeah. And
I
the
beg to
red
differ,
lighting,
please.
the red.
Oh yeah, the moon lighting.
Okay, this is really creepy right here. He just goes.
Anytime Grievous gets knocked down, he's like, okay, time to crawl on all fours.
But it's so creepy.
It is really creepy. If this was a horror film, Grievous would totally be a flickering light with yellow eyes
And
just
then
crawling at him, which would be very terrifying, and I'm glad that isn't what happens. But Grievous is definitely cocky. He assumes every time he goes in to do something he's gonna win, which most of the time he does not.
Yeah.
Because he's Grievous, he can't win. Not against Obi-Wan. Ventress, I would say she's still cocky, but she kind of takes her defeats personally, but she also doesn't make this huge deal about it. I feel like Grievous does make a huge deal about it.
Yeah.
He's very vocal with his feelings, whereas Ventress is this really stoic demeanor, not stoic all the time, but she's very threatening.
Yeah.
But obviously that breaks when she is going to lose. So maybe part of being on the dark side is you have to be really dramatic, because Maul is really dramatic too. He really is.
Yes.
But Maul is a topic for another day.
We aren't there yet, guys.
So in the clone barracks, we've got the dream team, the clone dream team. We've got cadets. We have 5s. We have Echo, we have Cody, and we have Rex, and we have the one and only best clone there is 99. And so they're trying to hold back a wave of droids trying to take over the barracks and kill the clones. But what's gonna happen? Mood lighting. The music. I love seeing Rex and Cody team up.
Yeah, it's not often you.
No, don't go 99.
I'm a
No.
soldier, like you!
Moment of silence.
Dude, I just got chills.
All the clones are trying to save him. too.
I mean, it's like, even the music gives you cues of like, oh, super heroic, yeah. And then it like, it's so sad.
99 joined heavy.
He
in
really-
the quote afterlife is.
He really is, he has a short stint on Clone Wars, but he's very memorable.
Well, I think 99 really shines in the previous episode, which you should definitely check that out, by the way. But it's also like, you really love this clone, and he cares about his brothers so much, and he died trying to protect them. And it's really sad.
It is really sad.
And the cost of Clone Wars getting us to care about these clones is that then they killed him, and it hurts so much.
Yeah.
Which, Bara probably does that the most, but also in season 7 and season 6, you get some really sad clone moments. So 99 is like the first one, and then
Of many more.
But rest in peace, 99. He really cared about his brothers.
He did.
He wanted to see them succeed, and I think that's a really beautiful picture of what the clone camaraderie looked like in their friendship and companionship. But the threat may be over for 99. Rest in peace. But it's not over for Anakin.
Yeah.
Ventress
he's
is
still
about
gonna
to
fight
escape,
Ventress.
or is she? This is the epic clone moment.
I suppose you expect me to surrender.
We do. Look, they're so menacing.
Actually, I plan to let the clones execute you.
Oh my gosh!
Not this time.
Obi-Wan would have been like, yeah, surrender. Anakin's like, no, we're gonna shoot your head off. Because that's what Jedi do. Anakin's just so brutal.
Ashley, I plan to execute
You right now. Yeah. Good thing Obi-Wan wasn't there, because I feel like he would have looked at Anakin like, what are you doing, buddy? Because Anakin's a little bit of a crazy person. We've started to realize that throughout Clone Wars. I mean, there is a screw loose somewhere up here.
Up there.
But I mean, he got the job done. I mean, they have the clone DNA back, and Kamino has been saved, but not without a cost.
There have been some losses.
Yes, this is definitely a bittersweet ending, as we'll see.
We did it!
Don't be happy.
We lost a true soldier. He really was one of us.
It's so beautiful.
You both really stepped up in the heat of battle. We did what we had to do, sir. What any clone would have done. Both of you showed valor out there. Real courage. Remind me of me, actually.
Oh, stop
Echo?
it, Rex.
Boys, you're both officially being made ARC troopers. I don't think the Separatists will come back here anytime soon. But if they do, Kamino will be lucky to have clones like you defending it. Good job,
Yes. It's sweet. It really is sweet.
Yeah.
But it's also sad if you know Clone Wars, you know that Fives and Echo have they definitely have a somewhat sad story throughout Clone Wars. But they both play major roles in some really awesome story arcs down the road. But overall, I really love that season 3 starts this way because it's very dramatic, but it also is a great little character episode or character story arc, and it makes me really love the clones even more. But I feel like Clone Wars is going to use that against me. They're going to make me feel things. But overall, another great episode.
Thanks for watching.
Please leave a comment, turn on notifications, and hit the subscribe button to support the Threepios.
Also, thanks to our sponsor, Dave Baloney. We couldn't have done this without you.
Stay tuned for new episodes Wednesdays, and may the Force be with you!